Welcome YouTube peeps. If you like running and cycling and all the things to help you do that running and cycling, like strength work, gym work, core work, this is the channel to watch.
How do you do?
Shh. The training's been going okay. Right, despite a few niggles, a bit of illness, holding me back, making me think that things aren't going so well. But actually, the last couple of weeks have felt okay. Let's have a look at this last week, at a general kind of typical training week for this time of year. My last video showed a key session that I normally do on Sunday, a run, bike, run. So on Monday, I was pretty pooped. Just an easy spin on the bike. Tuesday, as normal, in the morning, a virtual spin here in the pain cave on the bike on Zwift. And then in the afternoon on Tuesday, I did a cheeky treadmill hill session, which was really good, although my legs were still a bit fatigued. Wednesday, another virtual commute, and then later on in the day, a run to the gym, cheeky little conditioning set that was really good, focusing on squats, single leg stuff, and then a run back from the gym. So that makes a good mashup, and my legs were quite mashed after that session. Yesterday, another virtual commute in the morning in the pain cave, and then I decided I was going to do some kind of easy run mixed with stride set. So I started outside doing easy run and then some strides, and then it was biblical rain. On to Friday, normal virtual commute this morning on the bike spin. Now I'm just doing 2k easy, 1k strides, so that's a 3k repeat, and I don't know how many I'm going to get done, but I'd like to get, I don't know, 4. That'll be good to get in the bag, good building up the base again, but still getting some fast turnover with those strides. Right, the aim of these strides is to get the legs turning over, a bit of a rest in between so don't tire yourself out. It's not like doing intervals, but I'm going to test it to see when I go back to another 2k easy, see if that 2k actually feels easier and more fluid, and I suspect maybe a few seconds faster with perceived less effort. Let's go. This is a perfect bit of road to do it. It's kind of like bowl shaped, so it's slightly downhill, fast feet, and get uphill. So I decided to split the day, and that ended up quite well with nearly 15k of running that day, which is unheard of for me in terms of run volume. So yeah, outside side, and then we came back into the pain cave and I did well, let's have a look. Treadmill action! Yeah, a treadmill session that went really well. Basically, tempo pyramid, shall we call it, on the treadmill, and I managed to get some volume in and a right level of intensity, I think, to tease the run form. And now this morning on Saturday with just an easy ride in the morning, probably all I'll do. And then tomorrow, if the legs are feeling up for it, if I've recovered after what for me is quite a big week of volume strength training, I'm hoping to do a key session of bike run again, which will be kind of sweet spot bike, and I want 2 times 5k split by the bike, sort of acceleration runs. Nothing into VO2 max, but some good into tempo sweet spot on the bike, into tempo sweet spot on the run. And that should be a really good week of running that will build me up to above 40k, which for me is about twice as much as I normally do. Let's see how it goes tomorrow, and maybe I'll see you out there depending on the weather, or I'll see you in here on the treadmill. We made it to Sunday. Yes, it is the end of the training 7-day week. Those of you who watched videos of mine before, I much prefer a 9-day week, but nothing in terms of applications and Strava has the flexibility to switch your training cycles around like that. I really wish they did. But anyway, for this video, we're working on a 7-day week, and it is the end of the week, which means a key bike run session. So last week I did the similar, but the run session was basically 1500 meter reps. I did 6 of them, so around 9k running, shorter reps, hit some reasonable intensity. Today I'm going to switch it, do something a bit different. So I'm only doing 2 run reps, but they're going to be 5k each, acceleration runs through the tempo zones. Well, that's what I'm aiming for. But it is the end of the week. I am carrying some accumulated fatigue. It is in the morning and I'm not a good morning trainer. So I'll either perk up and feel a lot better as the session goes on, or I'll carry on feeling a bit stale and heavy legged like I feel right now. But at least the weather's looking really good today. It's cold, mind, but sunny. It's wet underneath, but no rain, so couldn't ask for a better day really. So let's get stuck in, warm up, sweet spot type session on the bike, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, and then onto that first 5k acceleration run. And the key will be starting off at a really low end tempo, but not a jog, not a steady run, low end tempo. Right, so we're off. Just coming to the end of the warm up. Yeah, the word warm springs to mind. It's cold outside, never bother with a fan, just stuck a vest on and a cycling top, so I'm warming up already. So we'll see how it goes once I get into the set. Got these cheeky little arm warmers on which make me feel a bit like one of those pro runners. Right, let's get this done. I'm not going to bore you too much with the cycling stuff. You've seen it all before if you're coming back. If you're not, it's just sweet spot, ramp up, sweet spot, so top, ramp back down. So bike is kind of like sweet spot tempo, low end to top end, and run is the same, low end tempo to high end tempo for the 5k rep. And I aim to do the 5k purely on feel when I run, which will be interesting after the bike. And we'll just try and not look at the watch and see what pace comes out for each k. See if I've accelerated correctly and see if my perception of tempo, low end, high end pace is correct. Okay, see you back out there. We're on this ramp down part of the sweet spot set on the bike. Oh, I feel like I've hit a brick wall. Legs just don't feel here, which is kind of normal for me on a morning session anyway. All my good sessions this week have been on the second session of the day after doing an easy spin in the morning. So that's me getting my excuses out there. 3 minutes to go, and then we're off for our first 5k acceleration through the tempo zone run. Coming up to 1k, I think. because I've done this course before. Still not looked at the watch, feeling a bit heavy legged. Coming up to 2k. Key for this session is not to go off too fast, but still start in your tempo, lower range, and I'm just not sure if I manage to do that. Relax speed, relax speed. That's got to be the focus. Don't go into VO2 max, pushing the pace too hard. Oh, 5k done. Pleased to actually do that. Got a bit of a stitch, which is unusual. So, didn't look at the watch. 5k in 20 minutes and 57 seconds. Average pace 4 minutes and 11 seconds for each k. So that works out overall 5k, pretty much tempo, what I would judge to be my tempo. But time will tell whether or not I've structured that right. I did feel like I should have started a whole notch back at the beginning. So by the time I was on my 5k, my perception was I was maybe pushing a bit too hard, and it should be at the level I did for the 4th k. Let's see, get back on the bike. Second bike set of the sweet spot, ramp up, ramp down. Only about a third of the way in, and I'm puffing. The second run coming up, another 5k progressive, will be really interesting because the legs are going to carry some real fatigue. So I'm not too bothered if the paces and the times don't really match the first one, but it's about how it feels. Get the training load in without absolutely blowing the gaskets and mashing yourself up for days afterwards trying to recover. So if I need to dial it back, I'll dial it back. Get me being all sensible. Okay, let's concentrate. "30 seconds left, and then the second bike, sweet spot pyramid is done. Definitely harder than the first one, and I said the first one was hard. Let's get this run done. Coming up to 2k now. Certainly feels more like a jog, to be honest. I wonder if I'm best this session up. We'll see. Less than 2k to go, and I'm really feeling it now. The legs really fighting. On the last k now, I've literally got nothing to increase the pace with. I think I'll do my best just to sustain the 4th and 5th k pace. Good to get this done. Hoorah! Oh man, yeah, that one really started to bite. So second 5k average 4:13 per k, so a couple of seconds slower. Overall time 10 seconds slower, 21:07. I'll take that any day after the bikes and the previous 5k. Yeah, really good session, good strength. Yeah, happy days. Okay, onto the bike. Bit of a spin down, cool down, recover today from that session. Yeah, meaty one. Thanks for joining. Join me again for another session and another week of training in the next video. See you next time.